Namaste and hello. This is your Sanskrit instructor welcoming you back into lesson number 56. In the previous lesson, we went over the instrumental case. This lesson, we're going to go over the dative case, how it's used, when to use it when we're writing a sentence, how to recognize it when we're translating a sentence, and so on. So there are 6 ways how to use the dative case, and we're going to go over each of them with the examples. So number 1, the dative case is used to indicate the indirect object of the verb's meaning: to give, to send, to promise, or to show. So the example here is the preceptor or the teacher gives the books to the students. Acharyaha shishyebhyah pustakani yachati. So what is the indirect object in the first place? What does that mean? So the sentence, the preceptor gives the books, that could be a sentence by itself. You don't need the to the students for that to be a complete sentence in English, correct? So the preceptor is the subject and the books is the object in this sentence. But the indirect object is to the students. The students are the indirect object. The indirect object is a noun or a phrase that is referring to someone or something that is affected by the action. So the students are being affected by the teacher because the books are being given to the students. So hence, the students are the indirect objects of the sentence. So since they are the indirect objects, that's why the students has to be declined in the dative plural form, which is shishyebhyah. Acharyaha is the preceptor or the teacher, and that is nominative singular because it is the subject of the sentence. And then we have pustakani. Pustakani is those are the objects of the sentence, so that is going to be accusative plural. You know that it is a neuter, it's a neuter noun because of the endings, the case ending that it has. Ani, pustakam, pustake, pustakani is accusative plural. And then yachati, to restrain or to give, to restrain. And that is third person singular. The books are being restrained. So it also means to give in this sentence. So the preceptor gives the books to the students. Acharyaha shishyebhyah pustakani yachati. Now for the second way how the dative case is used, it's used after verbs, meaning to be angry with, to desire, or to long for. Our example sentence is that the father is angry with the son. So who's the father angry with? With the son. So the son has to be declined in the dative case. So that's exactly what we have here. Janakaha putraya kupyati. Kupyati is that he is angry, to be angry with. So the father is angry, and putraya would be with the son. And again, putraya is dative because it means with the son. Again, the dative case is used for to be angry with, to desire, and to long for. In any other case, if you're saying with the son, it should be the instrumental case. So that's why it's important to go over the dative case and the instrumental case to know when it's appropriate to use which case. Now, moving on to the next. The next way the dative case is used is to express the purpose of the action. So the purpose. So our example sentence here is, he goes for war. So the war is the purpose. So he goes with the purpose to fight. So for war is going to be in our dative case. So we have Yudhaya gachati. He goes is gachati. That is third person singular. And then Yudhaya gachati. He goes for war. So this is for war, and this is dative singular. So Yudhaya gachati. He goes for war. Next example. So the dative case is also used to indicate the person or thing whose advantage the action is done. To indicate the person or thing for whose advantage the action is done. So in this example sentence, we have, he digs a well for his sons. So whose advantage is the well for? It's for his sons. So the sons are advantage in this sentence. So that's why his sons, are going to be declined in the dative case. So we have kupam putrebhyaha kanati. So he digs, third person singular is kanati. Then a well is going to be kupam. That's going to be accusative singular. Kupam as well. And then putrebhyaha, for his sons. For his sons. The sons here are is what is having the advantage in this sentence, and that's why this is going to be dative plural. Kupam putrebhyaha kanati. Again, that means he digs a well for his sons. And moving on to the next example. So, number 5, the dative case is used after verbs indicating movement. Also see the accusative, because that indicates movement as well at times. So here we have, the servant goes to the village. So there's 2 ways you can say this. You could use the accusative case, or you could use the dative case. The accusative way of saying this would be daso gramam gachati, where gramam is going to be accusative. Daso was originally dasaha, but because of the sandhi rule, it is still nominative, but dasaha became daso. Because of his start was preceded by an and then it was followed by a soft consonant. So the dative way of saying this would be, so we have daso gramam gachati, and you could also have daso gramaya gachati, where this is really specifying that this is to the village. Gramaya, to the village. Remember, the dative case is really indicating to somewhere. So, gramaya, to the village. Daso gramaya gachati. So this will be dative singular. And then our last example, we have after. So the dative case is also used after the particles namaha, which means salutations, and swasti, which means hail to. So hail to the king. Nripaya, I just changed that into swasti. Nripaya swasti. So because swasti is a particle that governs the dative case, that's why nripaya, to the king, has to be declined in the dative singular case. And remember, this is masculine. Hail to the king, nripaya swasti. Now, remember that the case endings for the dative case is singular aya, dual abhyam, and then plural abhyah. This is your Sanskrit instructor signing off with a namaste.